YouTube? It's Sydney from Sid Panda's Adventures, and I'm coming at you with my booktube newbie tag. I finally found the time to do it, so I'm going to do it. I don't know when it's gonna be up though, because I need to find some time to edit, but hopefully it'll be up probably by next week if I have time during this week to edit it. If not, it'll probably be up the week after the next. The reason why videos are probably gonna come out all sporadically is because right now during this week I'm setting up for my trunk party that's on Saturday, so I don't know when anything's gonna be done. So we had to set that up, and that's gonna take a minute, so I don't really even know when I'm gonna have time to either sit down and film, because I also want to do my July favorite since it's now August, and I'm building that up on what I actually liked the month of July. I didn't really do much. I didn't do much this whole summer. I just wasted my whole summer. Waste my whole summer. I went to the movies a lot, hung out with my friends, but like other fun stuff, like going places, nah, I just been to the movies like 80 times. So I'm doing the booktube newbie tag, and I am new to booktube. I've been watching booktubers though, and I love the whole community and how everything's going. So why don't we just get this thing all started? Okay, question number 1. Why did you start this channel? First off, I started my YouTube channel with the intentions of vlogging and booktube. Well, so far I've only just become, well, I haven't become anything. I'm still unknown. I have like 7 subscribers. So there's that. But I really wanted to start YouTube so I can put myself out there more. I'm getting into a field where I need to at least know what's going on with the internet and all of that, and how to do things. But mainly my channel was started because I wanted to do vlogging and booktube. So now that I got vlogging down to a somewhat science, I'm gonna get my booktube up and running by, well, today in this video. So yay! Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? So some fun and unique things I could probably bring to booktube would be, other than my stellar awesomeness in person, just being a special snowflake. But other than that, I could probably bring out book reviews. There'll be some of your typical cookie cutter booktube reviews, you know, the usual ones that you see, but honestly, how I read is kind of like a TV show. Like if it's like real good and it's like gotta be emotionally invested, I'm gonna shout some cuss words. I'm gonna be like, are you kidding me? Like the one book I'm reading right now, my current read is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, and oh my girl, Genevieve in the book. I'm not gonna give y'all no spoilers if you haven't read the book yet, but there have been like a ton of Genevieves that have gone to my high school, and I'm just so fed up. I'm like, I want to fight this hef. I want to fight her so bad. I'm like, ugh. Once I finish that book, I'll give y'all the book review on that. So yeah, I'm gonna give you some real emotionally invested book reviews. Also with the, you know, plain old spoiler free, and I might do some challenges here with booktube. More stuff. Reading with my dog. Wait, we're moving on to the next question. Number 3? Yeah, 3. What are you most excited about this for? I can't read. I'm trying to start a booktube channel. I can't fucking read. What are you most excited for about this new channel? What I'm most excited for about my new channel is broadening my horizons and hopefully meeting some new people and trying to, you know, like I said before, get myself out there. And who doesn't love to share the most amazing thing that is reading with the world. I don't know why I'm using my hands so much, but I am. So there. I'm making this hard on myself by doing all of these little itty bitty gestures and stuff like that. The editing is gonna be killer. Number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because I am not that much of a social person. So automatically I've been drawn to reading and writing and like movies and TV and all that. But reading for me is like I don't want to say escape, because music is more of an escape to me. I love listening to music, but I kind of tie that into reading, because I love reading while listening to music. Like if you put a book with like a good soundtrack, you will get like the entirety of how that book is supposed to feel. Like for me, the Throne of Glass series, like I love pairing those books with any song off of Florence and the Machine's music repertoire. It just matches perfectly. Like Breath of Life, I was listening to that while I was reading Throne of Glass, and I'm just it's the best. It was just like it fit. It really fit. Like it was just it fit. To end that question, like I love reading because it's more of it's like a lifestyle to me. Like reading is just, it's always been a part of my life, and I always love to read. I will continue to love to read until my dying breath. So reading is great. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Really, for me, I started reading like middle school, like really reading in like middle school. It was like this book series called the Avalon Web of Magic series. I loved that series to death. I read it up until even the little mangas came out, and those were good. And I series to like come full circle. I was waiting on the movie, that never happened. I was waiting on one of the characters' spin-off books, that never happened. So that was that. But that was like one of the very first series that I really like put all my time and my mother's money from Borders into me reading. It was like a 12 book series, and so I read all of that. And like from then on, it's just been book after book after book after book, and I've just been reading ever since, and it will never stop. I will not stop until I have my own library. I have like no space for any of these books, so I kind of actually need a library to myself. I don't have a problem, I swear. I probably have a problem. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't know. I don't know what I would ask my favorite YouTubers. I don't really have any off the top of my head, but I could like pull one out of my ass. Like, how did you get into booktube? How nervous were you about starting this channel? How nervous were you about starting your channel and your brand off of booktube? So yeah, I kind of want to learn how to do that too. So if any of you booktubers out there watching me, please hit me up. I respond and I need some assistance, and I'm pretty nice, so please. Number 7, challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? The hardest challenges for me to overcome with starting a booktube channel, actually with starting my entire YouTube channel, would be time management and editing. I don't know when these videos are gonna come out. I don't know when I'm gonna have like a secular little, I'm gonna film this day, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna film, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna film, I'm gonna edit. It's not gonna be like that, but like, you know, like a time limit or a time frame. And I don't know when I'm ever going to completely get it like down to a science, because I'm a person who like needs something that's like set in stone. I don't like going off the willy-nilly. I'm fine with going off the beaten path, but it's like, nah, I kind of want something that's set here, set here, set here. So what I'm gonna do that. But I will be fine. Okay. I will be no. I will find out how to do that soon as the days go by and basically I'll just learn off the dome. So hopefully it works. I don't know if it will, but fingers crossed that I actually figure out how to get my shit together. So that's that question. We're almost done here. Number 8. When did you start reading? I already answered that in number 5. I started reading in middle school. Actually, I probably started reading earlier than that, but like really reading, middle school. Where do I read? I mainly read, I loved to read in school. I read in classes when I was supposed to be doing homework or schoolwork because I don't like school. Well, I didn't like high school, so I was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna play on my phone, I'm gonna read a book. So that was that. I read in my room a lot. It's very comfy. I read in my bed. Sometimes I'll read in the car. If it's like a long trip, I'll read in a car. And basically anywhere I can get comfy, I'll just pull up a book and start reading it. But recently I've been in a reading slump, so I haven't read anything in a few weeks. I have a couple of books that I haven't opened yet, and I need to. And plus, whenever I go to Target, I'm always going to the book section, and whenever I'm out and about, like when I'm at the mall, I always want to go to Barnes & Noble and go get a new book, but I haven't finished the ones that I have open yet. Oh, I'm so horrible. I have like a legitimate problem, so I'll need to work on that. So there's that. This video is 14 minutes long. Wow. So, and number 10, the last question. What kind of books do you like to read? Basically, the kind of books that I like to read are anything that has a good synopsis, a good one-liner, and probably a pretty cover. Those are like my main 3 reasons for what I like to read, but genre-wise, I like to read, of course, YA novels and all that. Not non-fiction, I like to read fiction novels, and I'd like to get into more romance and all that, and honestly, anything that sounds good to me. Like, if I'm kind of iffy about the synopsis about a book and probably what's gonna happen in the book, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I'll read the first few pages to see if I actually will put my time into this, and some books I actually do put my time into it. But then sometimes I end up getting fooled, and like, the book sounds really good, but I'm like halfway through it and I'm like really bored, and I end up not reading it. End up not finishing it. So yeah, that's the end of my booktube newbie tag. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will be uploading one of my very first book reviews very soon. I'm probably gonna do it on Everything by Nicola Yoon, or To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, since I just found out that they're making a movie about that book, and I'm just so excited because I really like that book. So I don't know when that's gonna come, because that's gonna be like a big challenge for me, also making a booktube review, because I've never done it before and I'm just now getting into starting my channel, so that's baby steps. But hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos or see me grow into a better YouTuber. Hit the like button if you liked it. Bye. It's been 18 minutes.